What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, we are going over Solana as we could be seeing something absolutely massive for the price that could save us from some type of possible 15 to 30% fall in Solana. So what we were talking about in yesterday's video was our interaction with this 50-day exponential moving average. I said that based off of history, if we were to start getting closes below this level, that would likely entail some type of extensive fall to the downside. If we go back and kind of look at these big runs that we have, Solana has a tendency to hold above that 50 EMA. Here, and hopefully, of course, here. But even if we go back to our even larger run from back here, look at this. Look where we're resorting back to. 50, 50. 50. But that moment that we lost that 50-day EMA, we were looking at some type of continuous fall to the downside. And in yesterday's video, I told you guys it is absolutely crucial that we find some support at or around this 50 EMA and continue back upwards, or we will be in trouble. And as you can see, we got the daily close below that 50 EMA, but we recovered near immediately and are actually starting to see a bit of a squeeze between that 20 and that 50. So now let's talk about what do we need to see from Solana very soon to invalidate the potential of some type of continuous fall, possibly back towards $170 to $160. What do we need to see within the next 2 or 3 days for us to be back out of the woods and working our way to new all-time highs? Well, first and foremost, what I want to see is the flip of resistance to support of the 20-day exponential moving average. What we can see is that over the last couple weeks, we've been seeing this 20 exponential moving average holding up strongly as support. Now that we've lost it, it's crucial that we do not establish this as resistance. We do not want to hit our heads here and continue to roll, or we will officially lose this 50 EMA and be set for some type of continuous movement over the next maybe week or 2 weeks. What we want to see is that the price on the daily charts is able to get back above this 20-day EMA. As you can see in the past, there have been times in which we have lost it. Let's go all the way back here. There have been times in which we've lost it and we've hit our heads on it continuously. Boom, we would come up and just not be able to clear it, and it would push the price down until we're finally able to break through. And we don't want to go through that. We need to get back above this 20-day EMA as soon as we possibly can. Now, after that was to happen, what I would want to see is that we're able to clear the top side of this descending wedge. Now, what's beautiful is the fact that in a descending wedge, if we see a breakout to the downside and then we recover back into the wedge, we can consider this to be a fake out. Now, fake outs are generally going to be very positive for the opposite direction of the fake out. What that means is if you fake out to the downside, that's a great sign that there is a good chance you will break out to the upside, because it shows the weakness in the bears to be able to keep the price back out of this descending wedge, and resistance failed once it was lost as support. So what we can expect to see is that if we're able to get back above this 20-day EMA, be looking to see, can we conquer this level of resistance, this downward sloping trend line? If we're able to do that, those are the two main steps that I would like to see that would tell me, okay, likelihood is, even if we roll here and created some type of inverse head and shoulders or something like that, what's most likely going to happen is we do continue upwards. It is absolutely crucial that we at this point do not start to lose this 50-day EMA. Even if we start to roll, and even if we start to bounce between the two, that's fine. But we do not want to see another daily close back down below this 50 EMA, or we could be looking at some type of downturn for, who knows, maybe even the next 7 to 10 days, okay? And so with that being said, let's go ahead and let's keep a very close eye on this. What we can see at the moment is that we are not out of the woods yet, right? If we go down to the 4-hour charts, you can see that we are still seeing a bit of bearish divergence, but not massive, but a little bit. And what I mean by that is we've set a higher high on the RSI, but we have not come up yet to set the higher high on the price. That's bearish divergence. And what that tells me is that if we start to roll here, there's a chance we continue back downwards. We need to find some support, and we need to continue up to set this new high, cancel out this bearish divergence, and start working our way back up there. And all of that starts with the surpassing, in my opinion, of this 20-day exponential moving average. So if there's any level to be keeping an eye on right now, any level at all, in my opinion, it's going to be right here around $221. Can we get back above it? Can we get some 4-hour closes above it? Let's break out of this descending wedge and let's get this thing going. But until we do that, do understand that we are not in anyway out of the woods just yet. So that's going to be today's little short update on Solana. Of course, I hope you guys do enjoy it. Even if my videos are a little bit short, I try to just make sure that you get all of the important information and I don't waste your time. So of course, if you do appreciate that, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. You guys don't realize that when you like these videos and comment on them, it can be any comment. It really helps push this out to more people, and hopefully they don't miss any of this content if you do find it valuable. So with that being said, again, definitely do that. Go check out the Patreon if you want access to all of my trades and all of my portfolios, and I'll see you next time. Peace.